let's summarize a little bit here. So we're going to be talking about a few different characteristics of each of these different kingdoms. So again, we have our 6 kingdoms: animals, plants, fungi, protists, bacteria, archaea. And let's talk about their characteristics and sort of summarize that here. So first off, animals. So how do they obtain food? Now, I ask that, what are the 2 words we're going to use here? There's 2 words we use when we're talking about how organisms get their energy. Lily? Autotroph or heterotroph. Okay, so start with animals. Just tell me, autotroph or heterotroph? Sophia? Heterotroph. They have to eat other organisms in order to obtain their nutrients. So animals are heterotroph. About plants. Heterotroph or autotroph? Ready? Yeah, plants are autotrophs. They can make their own food. We just studied photosynthesis. We know plants can use the sun's energy to make glucose, and that's their food. How about fungi? Ready? No, not auto. They can go through photosynthesis. They're not green. Right? They're heterotrophs. So what did we say? What do they actually eat then? They don't walk around and find little insects to eat. What do fungi consume, babe? Yeah, organic matter, dead material, things like that. Now remember also protists. Remember what we said about protists? Sort of in a strange category. Bailey? Yeah, that some protists are autotrophs, other protists are heterotrophs. So depends which one you're talking about. A paramecium is a heterotroph, but a euglena is an autotroph. So it just depends on which type of protist you're referring to. Bacteria. Right? Some. But some are also heterotroph. So we're going to say both. And archaea, they are mainly autotroph. Many types of archaea actually go through a process called chemosynthesis. So it's not photosynthesis. They don't use energy from light, but they use energy from various chemicals and other things. So they're kind of unique. Yes?
Part of the test will they name like a type of bacteria and what to tell?
No, they'll just be saying general.
Okay, so we can say both.
Yes, yep. How about like a strep bacteria that gives you strep throat? Are they autotrophs or heterotrophs?
Hetero.
What are they actually eating? Consuming, yeah. Tissue from inside your throat, and that's what they do. All right, do their cells contain chloroplast? Well, if we did the first row, this row is sort of common sense, right? Because if it's a heterotroph, do they have chloroplast? No. If it's an autotroph, do they have chloroplast? Yes. Although.
We did it backwards.
That should because there are some that are heterotrophic. We're not really focused on those, but there are some heterotrophic. Number of cells. First, what are the words we're going to use for number of cells that something is made out of? Benny? Oh, there's a word we use for it. Many cells. Rania? Multicellular or unicellular? Ooh, I need to show you that. So yeah, animals are made of many cells. About plants, how about somebody hasn't answered a question yet? There's a few of you here. Faith? Multicellular. plants are made of many cellular. A tree out there, it's lots of cells working together.
Yeah.
How about fungi? Fungi. Really? Some, but there's also some unicellular fungi.
But what about like mushrooms?
Yeah, mushrooms are multicellular. Things like yeast are unicellular, so they can be either. How about protists? Protists, unicellular or multicellular? Sophia? Unicellular, single cell. Bacteria, Eddie.
Unicellular?
Unicellular. Archaea, Avril. Unicellular. Lastly, eukaryote or prokaryote. Remind me what the words mean. What is a eukaryote? Eukaryote. Bailey.
It
Has a nucleus. Genetic material surrounded by nuclear membrane. What about a prokaryote, Rania? Does not have a nucleus. Okay? So how about animals? Prokaryote or eukaryote? Animals. Raise your hand, please. Elisa? They're eukaryotes. Plants. Brennan? Eukaryote. Fungi. Ready?
The other one? The prokaryote?
No, they're eukaryote.
Come on.
Protists. Ready?
Prokaryote?
Nope.
Really?
Eukaryote.
They're all.
No.
No.
No, I know the one that is
There's
prokaryote.
two of them. Faith?
Was the last one.
Yep. Bacteria are prokaryotes, and so are archaea.
Oh, I thought they were.
They are the ones that have no nucleus. These are, again, simple cells.
I was close.
So, fill in this, remember what domain is. Domain is a group that's even larger than kingdom. It's the top level of classification. And if I look, all of these things that I've highlighted here are in one domain. Do you know the name of this domain? It has to do with one of their characteristics. Lily? Yeah, they're called eukarya. Why do you think that's the name of their domain? They're all eukaryotes. That's right.
And then.
This group is in its own domain. It's called bacteria. And this group is in its own domain called archaea. So those are the three domains. So archaea only includes one kingdom, and so does bacteria. But then eukarya contains 4 kingdoms. All right, here I have the classification of 5 species. A human, a chimp, a house cat, a lion, and a housefly. What I would like you to do is fill in their scientific names, write them properly, correctly, using proper punctuation and so forth, and then answer these 3 questions. I want you to write the scientific name for each of those species and then answer the 3 questions. What?
What? Do we look back or something?
You can if you need to. But you should be able to write the scientific name for all 5 of these species.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought arthropods are like spiders.
They include spiders too.
No, like that's like
Arachnids. Why is this not hard? So those of you that are like, haven't been able to fill in a scientific name, it's because you're missing a key piece of information that will make this very easy.
Wait.
What is it, Anya?
The genus and the species.
Yes.
The name.
Something scientific name is just the genus and then the species. And how do you know the genus and the species? It's right in front of you.
Wait a second.
Wait, you put them like together?
You don't put them together, there's a space between them.
Oh wow, that's so easy.
So what is a human's scientific name?
Homo sapiens.
Homo sapiens.
You have
We,
to
right?
have to
Homo is
add
the
the
genus,
last
sapiens is the species.
Put a line.
What's the nature of most key?
That's our next, last topic of this section.
It's like a short unit. What's after?
Excuse me?
What's after?
Protists. Shh.
Number? Never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Bless you.
What's it?
All right, so we already have established to write the scientific name for a species. The first part of their scientific name is the genus. The second part of their scientific name is the species. What else do we have to be careful of as we write a scientific name? Lily?
Like the first, like the genus is capitalized and then the sapiens is
Yeah, the genus name is capitalized. You can see here the H in Homo. The S in Sapiens, the species name is not capitalized. And one other thing. Sophia?
Wait, never mind. Oh, wait. That there's a space.
There's a space. Faith?
You have to italicize.
Has to either be italicized or underlined.
Why?
Okay? So these are in italics. When you write them, you can't print in italics, so you underline it. Okay, what's the scientific name for a chimp? Brendan? Pantroglodytes, yes. Pantroglodytes. House cat, Eddie?
Lion, cat.
Felis catus.
Felis catus.
And Again, make sure you wrote it properly. A lion. Vinny? Felis Leo. And a house fly. Faith? Musca domestica. Okay. So, all of these organisms are in which taxon? They all are in what group? Lisa? Yeah, they're all in the same kingdom. Anything else? And domain. So if two things share a taxon, for example, the human and the chimp are both primates. What does that mean about all of their classification above them? They're all the same. So everything above them is the same. So everything in this chart has three things in common. Which three things did you circle that these are all have in common? Bailey? They're multicellular. They're all eukaryotes because they have a nucleus. And they're all heterotrophs. Correct. Which two out of these five are most closely related? Vinny?
House cat, and lion,
How did you know that?
because they both have the.
Yeah, because they're all the same genus. So if you go all the way down the list, the house cat and the lion are almost exactly the same. They only differ in the genus. Okay, and the species then obvious. I mean in the species only.
Yeah,
They're in the
yeah.
same genus. Okay? Any questions about that? We'll talk about dichotomous keys tomorrow.
Mr. Drew wants me to time watch that video. Hurry, put the video up.
Which video was it?
The singing one.
All right.